And our guest is Mazi Okechukwu Isuguzo. He is the former national youth leader of Ohaneze Youths Worldwide, and he told us that he's actually now the Secretary General of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Now, I still will come to Mazi Okechukwu, but in the meantime, Yakub has come on the line. So let me sort that out, and then we'll give the mic, as it were, to Mazi. Good morning to you, Mr. Yakub.
Yeah, good morning, Chief Yori.
Thank you.
And then good morning to your guest. Chief Yori, first and foremost, I think APC as a party, because of the ticket that we have in our hand now, the president being a Muslim, the vice president being also a Muslim, I'm of opinion that the Senate president should go to South. And then I'm also opinion
should go to South where? The president of the Senate should go where?
To Southeast.
Okay.
To Southeast.
Okay.
Yes, and then I'm also of opinion that the person that's going to come from that Southeast should be in person of Odiwuzo Okalu. And then I have my reason saying that. My reason saying that is this. First of all, Odiwuzo Okalu supports somebody from the north to become a president, but immediately the person does not win the election, he quickly adopts Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then, mind you, he also uttered a word that if Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to win that election, he should go and pick a Muslim person from the north, if advised as at that time. And then meanwhile, Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu know that Odiwuzo Okalu said it is something that's going to play out positively for him, and then he did so. Secondly, and then I dare to disagree with your guest this morning that attach criminal something to Odiwuzo Okalu because it is only court of competent jurisdiction that can pronounce somebody criminal also quote and unquote. And then mind you, I still want your guest to withdraw a statement says that if Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu make sure that the Senate president comes to the Southeast, in that case, the Ohaneze Ndigbo is going to advise the person that's going to court to withdraw the case. He should withdraw that statement. Whether we like it or not, Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a very valid threat, and then he won the election. Well, so be it. Anybody that still agrees, he has to go to court. Let him go to court. They should not tell us because they give them the Senate president. In that case, Ohaneze Ndigbo is going to advise the person that is already in the court. So he should not withdraw the case.
All right.
Fight it and finish so that they will know that truly Ashwat Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the election.
Thank you very much. Thank you, really. Thank you, Yakub, for calling in. Now, coming to Mazi Okechukwu Isuguzo, please now, the floor is yours.
Well, I thank our people, their responses, and it is in good light that people respond the way they want to respond. But the truth of the matter is, what the people of the Southeast is asking for the leadership of the APC and the president-elect is that they should include the Southeast to be among the top three, and using a man from the Southeast who has a large heart, who has a national outlook, a man who believes in Nigeria, a man who will help to douse the tension in the Southeast, a man who loves this country and will do anything to ensure that the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu succeed and dispense good governance to the people of Nigeria. We believe the only problem we are having is that there are rules in the Senate, and those rules should be amended to accommodate most of the best hands who can assist to dispense good governance to Nigerians from the 10th Assembly. And we believe that somebody like Governor Ode Fumahi, if the Senate can in any way
Okay. I think there was a dropout, but you've just finished saying that your preference, if I heard you right, would be Dave.
It will go a long way to douse the tension. Why? Because we are looking at the characters of those who are from the Southeast for this position. And whether you accept it or not, whether you believe me or not, for the past 8 years, Governor Mahe has been the chairman of Governors Forum, and before he was defected to APC, he was in PDP. And he knows the problem of the Southeast, because in the absence of Igbo man in the executive arm of government, in the legislature, and in the judiciary, Omahe became the political leader of the Southeast by the virtue position of his chairman of Southeast Governors Forum. And we believe such a man, if given opportunity to be the president of the Senate, and with the cooperation and the understanding and support from other senators, 108 senators on board.
Okay. Yeah, it is the network thing. But, you know, we've heard what you were saying, and because as soon as you would have landed, I wanted to ask that, do you want to look at...
And who will assist Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that the people of Nigeria got necessary amenities and ensure that most of the tension, heightened anxiety that we are seeing in Nigeria today will go down? Because we Igbos, that is how we play our own politics. Once we see our brother wearing this cap and wearing, sitting in the Senate, it will give us a sense of belonging. So I am using this medium and opportunity to tell the people of the leadership of APC and the president-elect that the best thing they should do for the people of the Southeast is to use their good offices to ensure that this position comes to the Southeast. 1. 2, they should look at the character and antecedent of those who are justly for the position. Ositi Sinaso is our brother. He's one of the oldest senators in the Southeast. But we know his shortcomings. We know the shortcomings of Oji Carlo. We also know the strength and the capacity of Governor Dave Umahi. I am not holding forth for Umahi. I'm not speaking for Umahi. But what I'm trying to say is that for we to get it right, for we to have stability, for we to ensure that the unity of the country is paramount, let APC settle for a man who will give them peace.
Okay.
With the disposition of the governor of Ebonyi State, we believe that we will not have a kind of fracas in the House. We will not have, there will be a robust relationship between the Senate, the National Assembly, and the executive, led by Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Let me bring in Daniel Momo. Daniel Momo has been waiting to join this conversation. He's calling in from Port Harcourt. Good morning to you, Mr. Momo.
Good morning, Mr. Yori. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, you're looking smart. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you very much.
Yes, first of all, I think what we are discussing centers around what a man has done before in person of the president-elect. We remember his cabinet then in Lagos. He has the people from the north, he has the people from the south, he has the people from the southeast. And so for me, I am confident that the right thing will be done. But to clear every doubt, I am for the southeast becoming the Senate president. Daniel Momo, that is what I am rooting for. Now, in going forward about that, I think for me, there is a senator, I've forgotten his name now, he's from, I think, Imo State. I'm an admirer of him, but the truth must be told. There are competent hands in every state, in every region in Nigeria. And so for me, for a representative government that Asiwaju has always represented, has always proved to be, I think that this thing should never be debated. It should be allocated. It should be moved to the southeast. And I'm rooting for somebody. I've forgotten his name now. I remembered when this program started. He's from Imo State. I'm an admirer of him. I've heard the man speak before. I think he was in House of Rep and now he's now in the Senate. So I think that we should have somebody and never repeat the era of Bukola Saraki, where we have to shut down the National Assembly and we all assemble at the court. We should be very careful in taking these decisions. But I think that for Daniel Momo, I'm rooting for a Southeastern person to become the Senate president. It will douse a lot of tension. I've lived in the Southeast before, in Anambra State, for about 6 years. I know exactly what I'm saying. Give them this position. It is not that they are not qualified. No. Everywhere in the country is qualified. Even my state, alone from Edo State. My state can produce all. But for a representative government, I think the Southeast should get this position.
All right.
And I'm rooting for someone in Imo State. Thank you very much, Yori.
Thank you very much for calling in. Well, news reports say that the matter is still very much in consideration. The party is making consultations, we read in the news. Akpabio is also very much in the race, but that, of course, will be going to the South-South. Our guest, Mazi Okechukwu Isuguzo, you just heard that. That's another vote of confidence, shall we say, for an Igbo Senate president. In other words, coming in from the Southeast, which is where you say. This question, he went back to something that the gentleman who called in, from. Actually, we now have Joshua on the line from Irewolide. I was going to say Yakub, who called in wanting you to, rephrase or reconsider your submission about. Oh, okay. There you go. Good morning, sir. Mr. Joshua.
Okay. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I want to put it in that I think it's important we use appointment as a tool for building national consensus. I'm beginning to see things tilting in that direction. And we need a political party that is magnanimous enough to recognize that as a tool. Nigerians are used to agitating for positions once an election is over. And the position is often about balancing. Now, we have, even in our constitution, that there is a requirement for balancing, but it is often not respected. And that is why there's always this agitation. So I'm thinking that the president-elect, since he is in his character anyway, will use that as a tool, like it's been said, to douse tension. Unfortunately, in this particular 2023, I am tending towards the South-South, but I don't mind the Southeast, especially that Umahi. That governor is extremely much of a gentleman. He's somebody who can actually be the face of the Southeast in this cabinet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in. Mazi Isuguzo, there you go. Dave Umahi, that you have spoken very highly about. Again, that extends to to other people. It's not just you who see the Senator Dave Umahi as an excellent proposal, in as long as it is going to come from there. But this matter is still in consultation, we hear, and it's been valuable to hear your perspective as the Secretary General of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Did I get that office right? Secretary General Ohaneze?
Yes, very correct. Very correct.
Yes.
Very correct.
Yes.
Very correct.
Yes. So you're not alone. Other people also see it. First of all, you're warning about Orji Uzor Kalu and indeed Dave Umahi, on the side of this is an excellent choice any way you look at it. And there's also those who are saying that they don't even care about all of these all of the way we're putting all these things together. Let us just get competent people. So maybe this is the time for you to just sort of wrap it up, if any call doesn't come in to interrupt you again. Well, somebody just did. Tony from Jos just established himself as the last caller. Good morning, Tony. Tony.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning to you. Go ahead, please.
You can call me Tony. You can call me Bob, Uncle Yori.
I can call you Tony. I can call you Bob.
Thank you. I quite appreciate you. You are looking like an Easter man now. Very handsome in looking.
You're eating into your time,
Yes,
Tony Bob.
so keep it up.
Okay. Go ahead,
Well,
please.
Coming to your topic, I think we look at the issue of National Assembly. The set of people who are saying that they should move Senate President to Southeast, I think is good. But the only thing I want people to understand, I appreciate people who have submitted the name of the present governor of Ogun State, Omei, or they call him. In fact, if they want a distant National Assembly this time around, a serious, distant and disciplined National Assembly, that governor Omei of Ogoye, very matured man indeed. Very, very matured. Let's put politics aside. You can see each time he talks mature, maturity is in him. He don't see arrogancy, he don't see very matured. Even the way he speaks, very quiet and matured in manner. So me, I think they shouldn't miss that candidate. He's a man that will bring a new National Assembly to limelight. You understand me?
All right, then. Thank you very much. I want to thank you very much for calling in on that. But I've got to hand it back to Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzo for the last word.
Well, Uncle Yeri, I must thank the callers, those who share our thoughts and our views. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I want to thank the last caller, and I must say this. If the president-elect, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know he's a strategist, he's a Democrat, one-time an activist, and he knows that the best way to succeed in governance is to carry a team that are very humble, sincere, competent, and have the capacity to coexist in all structures. Let APC leadership and the president-elect insist that the only way that they can inculcate the Southeast into the mainstream politics is to ensure that a Southeasterner become the president of the Senate. If they are going to use doctrine of necessity to ensure that first-timers like Senator David Nwezo Mahe became the president of the Senate, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu should go and sleep and close his eyes, and he will never have anybody who will rock the boat, anybody who will have an impeachment threat, anybody who will not give him headache for a single day.
All right, then.
What we are saying is
Mazi, we're going to have to leave it there. I thank you very much. We really must leave it there. Our guest has been the Secretary General Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide, as he has advised us this morning. Thank you very much for making the time for us this morning, Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzo. That's our program. Please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I'm Yori Folare. Bye-bye for now.